Are you traveling to Sapporo? Need some help taking the subway? Or perhaps some sightseeing ideas? Well, don't worry, I have you covered. Here is what I'll go through in this video. First, I'll introduce the three different subway lines here. Next, I'll show you the different ticket types you can purchase. Then I'll show you how to purchase those tickets, how to purchase the IC card and top up with it, how to go through the ticket gates with those different tickets, some tips and manners for taking the subway here, and 10 popular sightseeing spots you can see along the subway line. And finally, I'll introduce some useful Japanese phrases you can use to help you during your travels here. With that being said, let's get going. There are three subway lines in Sapporo, and they are operated by the Sapporo Transportation Bureau. And like the Tokyo Metro, are not a part of the Japan Railways group. So unfortunately, you cannot use the Japan Rail Pass here, but you can still use the IC card like the Suica and the Pasmo card. The three subway lines are all color coded. So there is the green Namboku line, which runs north to south from Asabu to Makomanai Station. Then there's the blue Toho line, which also runs north to south from Sakaimachi to Fukuzumi Station, and it's kind of parallel to the Namboku line. And finally, there's the Tozai line, orange, which runs sort of northwest to southeast from Miyanosawa to Shin Sapporo. There are two major transfer points along the subway lines. The first one is Sapporo Station, which can transfer between the green Namboku line and the blue Toho line. The next one is Odori Station, which can transfer between all three subway lines. If you want to transfer to the JR lines, like the Rapid Airport, for example, you can do that at Sapporo Station and also Shin Sapporo Station. The subway runs from 6 a.m. to just after midnight, so if you're going to be staying out late, then you might need to consider taking a taxi. Each stop takes about 2 minutes from one station to the next, and there is a 5 to 10 minute wait time between each train, even on weekends and national holidays. There are four different ticket types which I'll introduce. Just a note that children in primary school or 6 and above require a child ticket, and below 6 they travel for free. The first type of ticket are your normal tickets, and they range from 210 yen all the way up to 390 yen one way, and the price increases with distance. So the further you travel, the higher the costs. I'll show you how to purchase these tickets in the next section. Next is your one-day pass, which costs 830 yen for adults and 420 yen for children. And if you're going to be taking the subway more than 4 or 5 times in a day, then it might be cheaper to purchase the one-day ticket. Next is a special kind of pass called the Donichika Pass, which roughly translates to weekend or public holiday pass. And it works the same way as a one-day pass, but only on weekends and public holidays. But it's much cheaper, which costs 520 yen for adults and 260 yen for children. So if you're going to be doing a lot of traveling, I recommend doing it on the weekend or a national holiday, and you get a much better discount that way. The last type of ticket is the IC card, which you can purchase for about 2,000 yen. And that includes a 500 yen deposit, which gets refunded when you return the card. The local card here in Sapporo is the Sapika card. It's pink, but it's only for the Sapporo area, and it doesn't work on the JR trains, so it's mostly for residents. So if I was going to purchase an IC card in Sapporo, I'd consider getting the Kita card, and it costs the same and covers all the areas the Sapika card covers, including the JR trains as well. Next, I'll show you how to purchase those subway tickets. Before you purchase a ticket, you should check the fares table, which shows you where you're currently at, the current station, and all the other stations it can get to, and the pricing. The black price is the adult price, and the orange price is the children's price. If you're not sure which station you'll get off, then I'd purchase the cheapest ticket. In this case, it's 210 yen. And then you can use the fare adjustment machine where you get off if it costs more. To purchase a normal ticket, you can first select the English button to change the language to English, and then select subway only, and then select the price of the station you will get off, for example 210 yen. And then once you've done that, you can insert either coins or bills to make the purchase. If you want to purchase multiple tickets at once, you can use the panel on the left for 2 or 3 adults or adult and children. To purchase a one-day pass, it's the same for Donichika pass. The menu just changes depending on which day you're making the purchase. But you need to click on the one-day card or Donichika ticket button, and it will show you the Donichika price. In this case, it was 520 yen because it was a weekend, but otherwise it will show the 830 yen instead, and you can just make the purchase that way. Next is how to purchase the IC card and how to top it up. If you want to purchase an IC card, in this case the Sapika card, you need to select the IC card Sapika from the main menu, and then select purchase new Sapika up the top, and then select Sapika open IC card, and then it will show you it's 2000 yen with the 500 yen deposit. Once you select that, you can make the purchase. It will include a 1500 yen credit, and the 500 yen deposit will be refunded once you return the card. To top up the IC card, in this case the Sapika card, you need to select IC card Sapika after switching the language to English, and then select charge instead of purchase in the middle. Once you've done that, you need to insert your IC card or the Sapika card. Once you've inserted the card and it's accepted it, you can select the amount you want to charge, in this case 1000 yen, and then just insert the amount and it'll be automatically credited to the card. There is also a newer machine with a slightly newer interface, but all the menus are exactly the same. I think they've added like more languages like Chinese and Korean at the top. But otherwise, all the language and menu settings are the same as the old machine. So you can use either machines to make your purchase. Next, I'll show you how to go through the ticket gates with the different ticket types. When entering the ticket gate with the one-day pass, the Donichika pass, or the normal ticket, you just need to insert your ticket into the ticket slot. But you need to take your ticket when you enter and keep your ticket until you exit. When you want to exit the ticket gate with the Donichika pass, you just need to insert your ticket, but you need to take your ticket with you because it's a one-day pass. If you have a normal ticket, then you don't need to take your ticket as the machine will keep your ticket. When entering the gate with the IC card, you just need to touch your card on the lit up blue touch panel when you enter. The good thing about the IC card is it automatically calculates the costs. When you exit the ticket gate, you just need to touch the IC card on the lit up touch panel again, and it will automatically deduct the cost from your credit. If you get stopped out at the ticket gate when you exit, it's probably because your ticket price is not the correct price or you forgot to top up with the IC card. Then you need to use the fare adjustment machine to pay the difference or make a top up. And you just need to insert your ticket and pay the difference, and you get a new ticket and you exit with that new ticket. And if you forgot to top up, you just need to insert your IC card and select the amount you want to top up. Here are some tips and manners for taking the subway here. If you are moving from Sapporo station to Odori station or even Susukino station, there is actually a very convenient underground walkway which connects all 3 stations. And there are many exits along the way which you can get out or get in from. So consider using the underground walkway when it's raining or during the cold winter season. There are also many shops and restaurants underground as well. So you can do some shopping underground, in the warmth. Children under 6 travel for free, but they need to be accompanied by an adult. And one adult can travel with up to 4 children for free, as shown in this poster. You may need to contact the train staff when passing through the automatic gates because they close quite fast, so they'll help you get through. When lining up for the subway, there is usually guidelines on the ground to show you where to stand. And the color would match the actual subway line, so green for Namboku, blue for Toho, and orange for Tozai line. And usually need to stand to the side once the door opens to let the people get off first before getting on. If you get a little bit lost during your transfer, for example, you can actually use colored lines or look for colored lines on the ground to help guide you to where you need to go. So the 3 color lines, orange, blue, and green, will help you guide you to the transfer station. Before getting on the train, just check on the wall in front of you which direction you are going. So the wall sign will have the current station and the previous and next station written, so you know which direction you're going before you get on. On the platform, there's usually a helpful map which shows which carriage is nearest to which station. It's useful if you're looking to get off near, say, the elevator, if you have like a baby car or large suitcase or skis. When taking the stairs, there's usually arrows showing you which side is going up and which side is coming down, which is useful during crowded times. When taking the escalator, the recent rule is don't walk. So you can stand on either side, but just don't move while you're on the escalator. If you get lost and not sure where you are, there's actually interactive information touch panels around the major stations that you can use. You can also find restaurants and other public buildings in the area, so make use of that. Next, I'll introduce 10 convenient sightseeing spots along the subway lines. The first site is the Sapporo TV Tower, with the closest station being Odori Station, exit 27. The tower is 147 meters high, and you can pay 1,000 yen to go up the 90-meter observation deck for a nice view. You can also get a day and night ticket for 1,500 yen. So the best time would be to go around the sunset, maybe 5, 6 p.m., depending on the season. And it's open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. There's also a 27-meter high bungee jump activity for 1,200 yen, which you can do from the 3rd floor. The second site is Odori Park. You can reach it from any of the Odori station exits. And it's a 1.5-kilometer long park going straight across with fountains and playgrounds and gardens and street stalls and events depending on the season. This is also one of the sites for the Sapporo Snow Festival, which is held in February every year. The next site is Sapporo Clock Tower, and people confuse this place with the Sapporo TV Tower because they both have a clock. This is like a small museum where you can learn the history of Sapporo, and it costs about 200 yen just to enter. And you can reach it from Odori Station exit 9, being the closest. And it's open from 8:45 a.m. to 5:10 p.m. The next site is Susukino, and you can reach it from Susukino Station. Exit 2 if you want to transfer to the tram loop. This is where most of the bars and clubs are located, and it's a great place to enjoy the nightlife of Sapporo. The next spot is the Nijo Fish Market. The closest station will be Odori Station, exit 35, or Bus Center Mai Station, exit 1. This is where you can buy fresh seafood, or you can eat it right then and there. And it's open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The next site is Tanuki Koji, and the closest station will be Susukino Station, exit 1. It's a 900-meter arched walkway with many shops and restaurants on both sides. And it's covered mostly, so you can avoid the rain and snow there. And at the end of the Tanuki Koji walkway, there's the Nijo Fish Market, so it's very convenient to get there. The next site is Nakajima Park, with Nakajima Station Exit 1 being the closest station. And it's one of the only large parks within the city center. And it has a large playground, walking trails, a concert hall, and a small lake with a boat rental service in the warmer seasons. And there's also lots of wildlife to be found here. So a lot of people go here for wedding photos and picnics. It's a great place to go during spring for the cherry blossom viewing. The next site is Maruyama Zoo, which you can reach from Maruyama Koen Station, exit 3. There is a 20-minute walk to get there, but there's a nice walking trail through Maruyama Park all the way to the zoo, and there are many signs along the way, so it's a fun little walk if you have children with you. The park is open from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the entry price is 800 yen for adults and 400 yen for high school students. Anyone below that is free, I believe. The last site is Sapporo Factory, and you can reach it via Bus Center Maya Station, exit 5. There are many shops and restaurants and a cinema located here. From November, there's a 15-minute tall Christmas tree on display, and every hour from 4 p.m. there's like a 5-minute music and lights show to enjoy. Shopping is open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and restaurants are open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. There's a nice children's floor on the second floor for clothing and toys. Here are some useful Japanese phrases for using the subway and getting around. The first phrase is sumimasen, 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 which means excuse me in most cases, but sometimes it means sorry. So if you're calling for someone like a waiter or some staff, you could say sumimasen, and they'll usually help you out. Or if you cut someone off in line or did something bad, you can also say sumimasen, maybe bow a little, and it'll mean sorry in that case. The next phrase is chikatetsu, chikatetsu, and that means subway train or subway station. So if you're taking the subway, you need to remember chikatetsu. The next phrase is something something wa doko desu ka? Something something wa doko desu ka? Which means where is something something. So chikatetsu wa doko desu ka would mean, where is the subway. The next two phrases are very useful. One is toilet, which is toire, toire, which means toilet in Japanese. So toire wa doko desu ka? Where is the toilet? Toire wa doko desu ka? And next phrase is elevator, or there's no L or R sounds in Japanese, so it's elevator, elevator, elevator. Elevator wa doko desu ka? Elevator wa doko desu ka? Which means where is the elevator if you have a baby car or skis or large suitcases. The next phrase is eki, eki, which means station. So odori eki is odori station, or Sapporo eki is Sapporo station. The next phrase is something something ikitai desu, something something ikitai desu, which means I want to go to something something. So for example, Sapporo eki ikitai desu, Sapporo eki ikitai desu, which means I want to go to Sapporo station. Or odori eki ikitai desu, odori eki ikitai desu, I want to go to Odori station. And the last phrase is arigatou gozaimasu, arigatou gozaimasu, which means thank you in Japanese. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more content from me. And I'll see you in the next video.